At the beginning of this conference, President Perez and the Prime Minister and others talked about building tomorrow, long-term visionists that are discussing new technology, new initiatives. The world's becoming flat. The role of cities is becoming more and more dominant. And in this panel, we are talking about how to integrate these great ideas of tomorrow with current cities and current planning. It's an era of mayors, of local leaderships, of local leaders that have to take leadership and integrate these wonderful ideas and transform them into action. I believe that eventually, for things to change, current leaders like mayors have to take and screen those ideas and focus their cities and regions on some kind of competitive advantage. Here in Jerusalem, what we've done, a process of many years, have defined our competitive advantage. Competitive advantage of Jerusalem, one of them is our huge potential in the international marketplace. That potential, if we compare to other cities like Paris, London, and New York, that each one of these great cities of the world have anywhere between 40 to 50 million tourists a year, Jerusalem is not only a city of its residents, but also a city important to over 3.4 billion people throughout the world. We have to do a good job in attracting pilgrims, tourists, and other people that their heart and soul is connected to the city and care and feel for the important city of Jerusalem. And my vision is translated to returning to Jerusalem the role it played 2,000 and 3,000 years ago as a destination site for people to come and visit, open up Jerusalem for the world to enjoy, enable freedom of religion, expand it, build a better product for tourists. We're now focusing culture in the city of Jerusalem to build products for the international marketplace in order to better cater the tourists that come to the city of Jerusalem. And the process of articulating where we have huge potential relative to the 2 million tourists that come to Jerusalem, our goal is in the next decade to achieve the 10 million tourist milestone, which is a huge step from where we are today, but again, relatively lower than the potential compared to other cities. It can be done, and in order to do that, we need to transform Jerusalem from its current ability to develop demand and to sustain and cope with capacity of 2 million tourists to somewhere else to exploit the potential of the city. What I found, we need to go through a process, and we're going into a process, where I as mayor have articulated where we're heading, and now we have to get the public to buy in. We need the different players, meaning the local business people, the municipality, the hotel industry, the culture industry, the residents of the city of Jerusalem, to help us build towards that goal. It's a process, it's a long-term process. And what I've learned as mayor is that we need to achieve those goals by first articulating content, where we want to go, and then introduce a sustainable way of interacting with the public and the different players to make that happen. Interestingly enough, when I shared some of my initial thoughts with the mayors in this panel and the business people in this panel, we all agree that the process is sometimes a strategy. So we will not only talk about what we want to accomplish, but I'd be very interested to hear the other panelists talk about the process of developing sustainable cities that make a difference, that differentiate themselves from other cities, that take advantage of their core competencies and competitive strategies, and together with the public, build towards those goals.